Spiritual sleep doesn't close your eyes, it closes your awareness of eternity. Like a night traveler drifting on a long road, the danger is not always the darkness outside, but the drowsiness within. Paul writes in 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 6, "Therefore let us not sleep, as do others, but let us watch and be sober." This is not about physical sleep, but a condition of the soul, where awareness of God weakens while life continues outwardly unchanged. A person can appear active, successful, even religious, yet spiritually unalert. Modern psychology describes automatic living, where repetition dulls awareness and people function without reflection. Over time, important signals are ignored simply because they become familiar. Spiritually, that is how drift begins, not in rebellion, but in relaxation of vigilance. So the warning becomes personal. What have you stopped noticing in your walk with God? When did prayer become optional instead of essential? When did conviction become background noise instead of guidance? This is where mercy speaks through awakening. Because God does not shout to condemn the sleeping soul. He calls it to rise. Jesus Christ bore the weight of sin so that no one would remain spiritually unconscious of his love. On the cross, he carried what we could not carry, and through his resurrection, he calls humanity back into life that is awake, alive, and reconciled to God. But awakening requires response. A heart that stays asleep to conviction slowly becomes comfortable with distance from God. Yet the invitation remains open. Wake up, not in fear but in truth. Return, not in shame but in surrender. Because grace is not only forgiveness of sin, it is the power to live alert before God. And the tragedy is not that people fall asleep spiritually. It is that many never realize they did.